Hello, everyone, and welcome to pronunciation practice for this week. Today's sentence is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, who is a spiritualist and a naturalist, and you can look him up and learn more about him if you are so inclined. The sentence today is, "The only way to have a friend is to be one." Wise words. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Let's look at the marked up sentence now. As usual, we begin with rhythm and phrasing. The rhythm is made from the stressed syllables, and we want to keep a steady rhythm frame, as I call it, so that the sentence will flow and the words will be connected in a way that is natural for us who use English. There are two phrases here. You can see from the curved lines over the top. The only way to have a friend is to be one. So the mind takes it in. The only way to have a friend, I got that, is to be one. And I put the whole thing together. So I'm going to tap the stressed syllables to make the rhythm frame. The only way to have a friend. You see how even that is? Da, 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 da. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Every phrase makes a new rhythm frame. So in this sentence, we have two phrases. You can see the only way to have a friend is to be one. I could put them all together. The only way to have a friend is to be one, but that is not how we speak. The way the mind works is to take in the first phrase and then go to the next one. So that is indicated by a difference in the melody, in the timing. The only way to have a friend is to be one. So I'm going to tap the stressed syllables, keep a steady rhythm frame, starting up because we're not tapping the black little unstressed. We're tapping the stressed syllables. The only way to have a friend is to be one. One more. The only way to have a friend is to be one. You can hear how I came down at friend is to be one. I didn't really stop. You can see the blue line underneath. I'm still continuing my voice and the movement and the feeling. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Clearly, there's a timing pause and intonation goes down, and then I go into the next one. One more time, I'm going to tap it. The only way to have a friend is to be one. All right? Now let's go on to the vowels. The stressed syllables are made from the stressed vowels. When we say stressed, they're fully pronounced because many of the small vowels in English are not fully pronounced. They're smaller so that we can create this kind of rhythm. For instance, the schwa, which is this little symbol here under two, you look at an O and you think two, but actually it's just tuh, tuh. It's the smallest sound, the only way to have, to have. So the ones we're going to work on now are the big stressed ones that have to be fully pronounced. The first one, in red, only, O. This is a diphthong, meaning that it starts with one sound and finishes with another sound. The mouth shapes the vowel as you're saying it. This is O, O. You see my lips? They come forward and then they gather into a small circle. O, only, only. The next one, A, in red again, is also a diphthong. Starts with E and goes to E. A, the only way. Then the next one is A, have. That is a front open vowel. To learn this one, we start with the E, which is the closed front vowel. With E, you can see the lips are spread, the top lip is straight. E, tongue is in the front position. If you can feel your tongue touching the bottom teeth inside. E. Then we open up, keep this straight. Don't open up E-ah, don't let it be round. Keep it straight and it makes kind of a square. E-ah, E-ah. Keep this straight. Have. The next one is friend. This is a middle front vowel, eh. This is a pure vowel. It doesn't change. Eh, friend, eh. And then the last one is E. That is the front closed vowel. E, tongue is up high. Lips are a little spread, although it's not made by the lips. It's made by the tongue position. E, B, B1. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Those are the vowels that need to be fully pronounced, making the stressed syllable. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Next, we have the consonants, starting with TH, voiced, the. That is a fricative consonant. So the tongue here, somewhere up here, is coming close. We're not touching and blocking because the breath has to flow through and the voice. The. Starts with the in this case. Then we have N, only, N, nasal consonant, nose is open, tongue is touching, N, only. We release with the L, L. L is made, the middle of the tongue drops, so the voice comes out the side in your mouth. The way we identify L is through the release, L. You press up and release with a little snap, only. Then we have way, the lips. Then we have T, t. T is a stop plosive consonant, meaning that we stop, we touch and release. T. Then H is made in the back of the throat, in the larynx, precisely. There's a friction, have, not too strong, but a light friction coming through the vocal cords. Have. Then V, top teeth on the bottom lip. This is another voiced fricative consonant. Your voice is flowing. Top teeth in the bottom lip. You're touching, but light enough that you can push the breath and voice through. Have. Then friend, F. F and V are a pair. V is voiced, F is unvoiced. Same technique, top teeth, bottom lip. Friend. Followed by R. F and R are together. The tongue is pulled back and up. Friend. And again, D, D is a voiced stop plosive consonant, the partner of T. T is unvoiced, t. D is voiced, friend. Then that goes right into is. Spelling is S, but the pronunciation is Z, is, which means it's voiced. S and Z are a pair. S has no voice. Z is the same technique, but it's voiced. Is. And that's why we use IPA to show what the real pronunciation is, because we only have 26 letters in English and many more pronunciations. Then we have T again, t with the schwa. B, b. B is the lips, voiced, B, and then one, and again. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Connection, the only. Normally, the letters THE are the boy, the day. But when it's before another vowel, you may have learned this in school, the becomes the. And that's so we can connect it. You can see the little green line with the Y underneath. That's the Y technique instead of the only. We want to connect it. The only. So you have E, Y is pushed up a little higher, the O. Y is a glide consonant. So we are gliding through, which means we do not have to separate them. The only. Tongue glides up, comes down, the voice continues through. The only way. So we're connecting, so keep your voice flowing. The only way to, not to again, right? This is the schwa, the small, unfocused, unpronounced sound. It's a tiny little space. The only way to have a friend. The blue line is to remind you to keep your voice flowing through. Have a. The only way to have a friend. So you can go right through into friend. Now, friend is the end of the phrase, but I'm still continuing. I'm still connected, which is why I put the blue line underneath. Friend is. I'm not breaking there. The only way to have a friend is to be one. The only way to have a friend is to be one. friend. Very clearly, I'm coming down, but I'm continuing through. Friend is, right? I'm not breaking. The only way to have a friend is to be one. It's written as two, but the pronunciation is tuh because it's got to be really small. If I say two, it takes too long to make that shape and you will lose the natural rhythm. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Be one, same thing. Keep it connected. Be one. That's pretty easy. You have E and then W, which is also a glide consonant again. Be one. So the only way to have a friend is to be one. Now it's your chance to practice. We'll do this 2 times. I'll do it once, repeat after me, and then we'll do it again. If you'd like to tap, that would be helpful. We're starting up after me. The only way to have a friend is to be one. One more time. The only way to have a friend is to be one. Okay, thank you very much. Come join my membership. And then, of course, you can come to this weekly session that I give in person, and we can practice all these techniques together. Thank you very much, and hope to see you next week. Take care, everyone.